Hey everybody, it's Jameson, and I got a new toy. And so as I get a new toy, I want to show it off, and so I thought I would do a little bit of an unboxing video, although admittedly I've already got it unboxed, but I haven't gotten it fully put together yet. So it was packaged very well. This is a new glass, like a strip cutting table from a company called Hazel. I'll go with Hazel. Hasal. They're based in Turkey, and they make a lot of tools for glass artists, and they don't really have a website, so I'll figure out how to kind of direct you to learn more. But they were advertising on Facebook. I had seen this. I've seen actually a lot of positive comments from other artists that have them. Laurie Spray has, I think, 2 of them now, and others who have them, and so I was just curious and wanted to try. So it arrived 2 days ago. I've been eager to get it out and try it out. So I'm going to kind of show you my journey now. This is everything that was in the package. I got some extras. This is not necessarily what comes with the table. There are some extras in my package here, but I'll get this thing set up and kind of show you how it works as I learn myself. Okay, so as this comes, there is a cutting bar, and you can see that there's a head in here, and I bought an extra one. I was told that it's a good idea to have an extra one on hand as this wheel might get dull. I don't know how quickly this wears down, so I may regret only having one extra. Maybe I should have gotten a couple of extra, but we'll see how it goes. So, so there's a cutting wheel in here, and then this slides along the bar. Sounds like that might need to be cleaned up just a little bit. And then it's largely a strip cutter, right? So I'm going to play with it a little bit here on a project. A couple of early observations. I'm really kind of spoiled by the Morton grid and being able to cut on that grid and have pieces fall in. This is a flat surface, so may need to brush it free of debris more often. I use the Hake brush for that because I think this thing is kind of worthless as it comes to, I don't like these when it comes to applying kiln wash, but I like that quite a bit for dusting off glass pieces. This also works a little bit different than the Beetle Bits cutter or that Morton system, at least as far as I'm familiar. So there is a slide here that you can then, angle. So I like I don't know if you can see all of this on the video. We'll try to zoom in. But I like how there is, your angles that are already kind of pre-set for you. I've got some playing and working to do, but for now, I'm going to make a project. It's actually going to be familiar. I made one of these little channel dishes. I'm going to make a little bit different one this time around. So I'll show you how I'm doing that. And I thought I'd go ahead and cut this piece. Now it's also very cold out here in the garage, so cutting cold glass is always risky, but I need something that's 6.5 inches. So I'm looking at my 6.5 inch mark. I'm going to go ahead and lock this in here at 6.5 inches as my stop. And then this is the cutting wheel, and we'll just roll that down. Gotta get my safety glasses on and see how my your first time ever inaugural cut on this thing. I have not used this yet. Okay, so then there's this little gizmo that you can use to kind of pop. So you're not even going to be able to see this on video. Now let me see if you can see this. So there's this little lever here, and this little braking disc kind of pops up and down based on the lever. And so in theory, that's supposed to help you break your score. I guess if you put it up and then there, apply pressure on each side. Well, that worked. Okay, so my piece is now 6.5 inches long, and I'll make my other cuts, but there you go, my very first time using this. So I thought you might like to see this table in action as I work here. So what I'm doing in the video is cutting some tecta, and I've sped up the video, but thought you might want to see a few more cuts being made. What I'm making is a project that I explained on video, but I can't find the video, so I perhaps maybe didn't hit record. Making a little platter for someone, or a little plate. It was a commission piece. She asked for something using light browns and blue, light blue, and so that was butterscotch that I cut earlier from Bullseye. I have some light blue Murrini cane from Lori Moreno at Wilderness Glass. If you're interested in Lori, I'll drop her link into the video notes. But it was beautiful, and so I'm using tecta as a base. My second layer on top is butterscotch. I put the Murrini cane down the middle, and it ends up turning out quite nice. So you'll see here in this next video portion what it looks like when it comes out of the kiln after a full fuse. Okay, it's still warm, so I can't pick it up yet, but I love how this has turned out so far. I just need to grind down the edges just a little bit to flatten those out, level them out, which I expect with this type of piece, and then I'll do a fire polish and a slump. Okay, I've sped the video up, and what you're watching is I'm using my diamond slant cabber from a High-Tech Diamond. This is, basically a big grinding disc. There is a guard that I've removed, which, and then I've put my own brush guard on, so kind of my own Jameson modification. It allows me to use, though, the full width of that disc and get a nice even grind on that. There's a link at the top here if you want to see that video. There's also some information about how you can buy it through the affiliate program. It's in my video notes. I do earn a small commission for it, but I don't apologize for that. This is a free YouTube video, so if you want to buy this machinery and use my link, I certainly appreciate your support. All right, I'm just cleaning this piece up. It came up out of the fire polish perfectly. It looks great. I'm very, very pleased with it. So now I'm going to go into a slump. Now I'm using a mold that's kind of a deep square mold. Let me grab it. Here we go. This happens to be, this happens to be a mold from Slumpy's, but it's got this this deep indentation. And so what I've found in my kiln is a ramp up to 1250. And then holding for 2 hours, which is really long, but that seems to be what gets me deep into that piece. And I do get a little bit of dog boning on each side, but it's relatively consistent, so it kind of looks intentional, and I've just accepted it. So anyway, I'm going to take this in for a slump, and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, here we go. I'm really pleased with how this turned out. It's This is Bullseye's butterscotch. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous glass. I don't think the camera is catching that color as well as I would want. Beautiful blue cane here from Lori Moreno. As I mentioned, it does dog bone in, but it's fairly consistent. It's maybe a little bit less on this side, but generally I'm pleased with this and very happy. So this is going off to its new owner. If you're interested in this cutting table, I will put some information about it in the video notes, so just look for the little arrow that's underneath this video, or where it says notes, and I'll drop some information in here. I will say, full disclosure, when I bought this, I bought it, they're in Turkey, so you have to pay for shipping, which wasn't too much, to be honest. But I had a heck of a time with the credit card. It was one of my credit cards wouldn't allow their payment processing. The debit card did, but the bank flagged it as fraud at first, and so I had to call the bank. I think that they do sell on Amazon. You're going to pay a higher price if you buy it through Amazon, but it might be worth not having the hassle. I think it's an upstanding company. I'm not saying that, the credit card activity was fraud. I'm just saying it looked a little weird for me to be buying something from Turkey, and so that's why it got flagged. So anyway, I'll put some information in the video notes if you're interested in this. Hope you liked this video. Hope you learned a little something, maybe inspired. Please subscribe, like, share, set notifications, do the hokey pokey. Anything else, I'll see you next time. Bye.